Hola, it's Kourtney Coleman. Thank you for joining my short excerpt of my workshop, I Could Have Success. But you can pick up your worksheet at bit.ly/KC I Could Have. And you'll want to get your free gift so that you can get the most out of the workshop. Now, the workshop is longer, but since this is an excerpt, you'll still benefit from the exercises in the workshop. So let's get started. Ready, set, go. Hola, my ladies. Thank you for joining me. I am so excited about what I'm going to share with you today. Thank you, first of all, for taking a moment out of your busy life so that I can enrich your life, which is how I fulfill my purpose. I'm going to share my screen with you. Hopefully, you have already downloaded your worksheets for the workshop. So welcome to I Could Have a Successful Career, but you know what the next statement would be for you. I need to make a special request. I would love for you to grab a roll of paper towels, roll of tissue paper, or a tissue box. And when you have yours, say, got it. I know it's a strange request. I know you will always remember this workshop because I'm asking you to get paper towels, toilet paper, or a tissue box. But just trust me on this. It's all good. You know you are in the right place for this workshop. If you are stuck in your career or business, but you want more, you know you need to discover what's holding you back so you can take action to remove it. Or you're tired of being stuck where you are and you are ready to find out what to do and get it done. Or you like to take action to fix your problems. You are definitely in the right place and absolutely the type of woman I love working with. You are not in the right place, however, if you are looking for a quick fix. Or you don't want to do any personal development. You think you're perfectly fine. There's nothing that needs to be modified or changed. You just think it's not necessary. You're not in the right place if you do not like to be challenged, either personally or your way of thinking. This is not the place for you and you will find it extremely uncomfortable. Or you're just lazy and you want the benefits of having everything, but you don't like to do work. And last but not least, if you're an indecisive person, this just would not be a good room for you at this time. When you can be a more decisive person, you will find the workshop more enjoyable. Let me go ahead and just get my little introduction out of the way because this workshop is about you, but just so that you know who I am and what I do, let me introduce myself. I am a career performance and impact strategist. So I provide executive coaching for women who want to make an impact. They're normally women in management and leadership, and I help them increase their performance, build better relationships, and create their impact while raising their income. I know this webinar isn't about me, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this area. People say I am very passionate, and you can probably tell by my voice. I am direct. I'm an action taker. They say I make them think, and that I like to get to the point to do the work and get the results. And I do believe that those are all fair assessments of who I am and how I am. You can find out more about me at KourtneyColeman.com, and that's Kourtney with the K. And you can, my homepage, my about page, my sales pages, you can find out more about me there. I am a certified practitioner for tailored protocols. I am a wife. I am a mother. I am a Basenji owner, and they're a specific type of dogs that do not bark. So if you've never checked out what a Basenji is, you can go look that up. I am a business owner, and I do still have a job. So I am very busy. These are the areas in which I help women in: personal growth, team building, goals, conflict strategy, performance, relationships, impact, and contribution. These are areas that I choose to focus on, and there's lots of nooks and crannies in all of those. I want to talk to you about something called the progression principle. It's where your lower needs must be met before higher level needs are met. According to Abraham Maslow, Before a person can take action to satisfy a need at any level on this pyramid he created, the needs below it must be already satisfied. So think of it as a ladder. Just think about it. Okay, you got the ladder. You normally don't start off on the second or third step. You take the first step, right? Okay. Now consider a baby. Have you ever been able to play with a hungry baby and keep their attention for long? No. The primal and initial need has not been met of their stomach being full. So they can't stay at that level of happiness and distraction from being hungry. Our motivation is based off of the 5 basic needs that we have. What needs do you think we have? This is the first step. This is the most primal step. It's human survival, such as air, food, water, shelter, clothing, and sleep. Think about it. When these things go lacking, you really can't focus on much else. When these needs are not met, how easy is it to get off of these and to go to the next level? I would say it's not so easy. Remember the baby? Without the food, without the water, without the shelter. Oh my gosh, when babies do not get sleep. One day I was driving to work and a thought occurred to me when I saw a man sitting by the highway with a sign. He didn't want any other need except for needs that were in this basic category. He wanted food, he wanted water, and obviously he was looking for shelter. But he's not looking for how to invest money at this time. He's not looking for how to increase his career at this time. Even when we have shelter and we have clothing and we're out and about, when we start losing sleep, we're cranky. We don't want anything else but to sleep. We don't want to do anything. We don't want any other activity, party, anything. When we haven't eaten and we're about to pass out, we don't want to hear about achieving anything. We just want to eat or drink. This is the need that has to be met first before we can go on to the next level. The next level would be security. So these are your safety needs, needs that provide a person with a sense of security and well-being. So that means your personal security, that means financial security, good health, protection from accidents, harm, and their adverse effects are all included in safety needs. A perfect example is, I was sharing with someone that I don't do anything unless I have peace about it. So here's an example. Purchasing and selling houses. When we would go sit down and we're ready for closing, like I'm reading the paperwork. And everybody's like, is she really gonna read it? And my husband, he got so used to it after so many times, he was just like, she's gonna read, just let her go. If y'all wanna get some snacks or whatever, but she's gonna read, because he learned earlier from when trying to rush me, and I'm just like, I don't know, I don't understand. I'm not gonna do this. I can't sign it if I don't have any peace about it. He started understanding that about me. So now he just knows to tell people, just give her some space and time and let her make sure everything is okay. And then she can make her decision to do whatever it is. So this need for me, I can definitely say in this area has to be cleared. I must have peace before I move on. And you'll start to notice where this exists for you. It could be safety in relationships, feeling secure in your relationship. Because without it, you're gonna have some issues. My daughter even observes it in the places that I let her go or that I don't let her go. If instantly I get a feeling of something not being right or not secure, or there's an issue, she knows she's not going. So think about this for a second. How does this need of safety and security show up for you? Is it where, you must get all your questions answered from the doctor before you make a decision? Or you must go and investigate on your own instead of believing what they tell you? Yeah, I do that. I go in and I investigate, and then I go to the doctor, and then I say, okay, we can have an intelligent conversation about my health so that I feel safe and not that they're just trying to take my money. This shows up in a lot of ways. So I just want you to think for a second how this may show up for you because it's there. Next, we have social needs for love and belonging. This refers to the sense of belonging and acceptance. Social needs are important to humans so that they don't feel alone, isolated, and depressed. That means we love friendships, contact with family, and intimacy, all to work to fulfill our social needs. We not only need physical contact with people, we're trying to find it in other ways. Think about how social media is booming. What are we trying to do with social media? We're trying to find love. We're trying to find a group that we can belong to and identify with. We're trying to find out, if what we do is acceptable, or people like our pictures, or people like what we say, they like what we do, they identify. That makes us feel loved and belonged and accepted. So I wonder, what do you do to make you feel accepted? How do you fulfill your social needs? I mean, we all do something. Next is our esteem needs, the need for self-esteem and respect, with self-respect being more important than gaining respect and admiration from others. You must have self-respect. When you do not have self-respect, you do not have boundaries that you set not only for yourself for things that you will not do and things that you will do, but also what you allow others to do with you, to you, and for you if your self-esteem is compromised. So I will always suggest that you build your self-esteem up. Now, my personal opinion is that everyone, even if you think you have a good level of self-respect, you still need to work on keeping it, growing it, cultivating it, because we come across new experiences day after day. And we're very complex people. It's not like you always know every area in which you'll need to work on. We change and we grow. So, self-respect could be defined as respecting the limits and discipline that you put on yourself. When you say you're going to do better, when you say you're going to exercise and you don't, when you say you're going to meditate, when you say you're going to focus on spending quality time with yourself or your children or your spouse or whatever the case may be, you're not going to work and not spend quality time with the family. You're not going to be with a family and trying to do work. You're going to keep it separated. There's lots of different ways this shows up for people who are high achievers. You definitely want to make sure that you set boundaries and you respect them. You will not only be happier, but so with the people that you're trying to spend this time with, because they see, okay, I'm going to leave her alone, and that way I'll have my time 100% with me, with them, and then they'll have their work time 100% and I won't bother them. When you set those limits and respect them, other people will respect them. Now we are here at the top, self-actualization needs. It's a person's need to reach their full potential, the top of the pyramid. The need to become that one that is capable of achieving your life mission and purpose. It's something extremely personal. This is where you find your purpose. This is where most people place their full potential, living in their purpose, having a fulfilled life. Whatever that means for them, this is at the top of that triangle. Now think about all the levels we went through to meet all of those needs to be able to get to the top. Remember the ladder, remember the baby, and the man on the street? How much energy can they commit to this level at the top? None. Why? It's because those primal needs were not met. Are you bouncing between social and esteem needs? Where do you spend your time? Do you get too wrapped up in wanting to be liked or loved, or can't keep commitments to yourself? Where do you spend the most time? On what level? Is it social and safety? Relationship issues, so you quit, pursuing your career, esteem and self-actualization. You can't really maximize the opportunity you have because you don't believe that you have what it takes, or you're too busy watching others. You don't believe in yourself. You may feel threatened by someone else, or you might even be trying to imitate someone else. And you know that imitating is only what you see on the outside. You don't know the work that they're doing on the inside or away from you. Now, you have to be honest with yourself. In order for you to climb the pyramid, you have to be honest and vulnerable with yourself. So do you see how these can cause issues for you in your life? The level you spend the most time in is where you have the biggest need. If you have been trying to get to the top, but you haven't taken care of those lower needs, you can't stay there. I'm sure if you've been trying to get there, but you haven't succeeded, you've been saying some not so nice things to yourself. So now you can stop speaking to yourself like that. You now know you have some other needs you need to take care of so that you can be where you need to be. So now on your worksheet, you can answer questions 1 and 2. What is your biggest need? And where do you get stuck on the pyramid? What level? And what level of the pyramid would you like to be on? And what do you need to do to get there? Where are you? How bad do you want to get to the top where self-actualization appears? On a scale of 1 to 10, where are you on the level of self-actualization? Is it like 1 to 3, just getting started? Or 4 to 6, you're working on it? Or 7 to 10, I'm in it and I am pushing. I am trying to make this thing happen. Where are you? Well, that's it for now. Just an excerpt from my workshop. I could have success, but I would love to hear your feedback. You can connect with me on all social media platforms at Kourtney with a K, C, Inc., I-N-C. Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. You'll also find me on LinkedIn under Kourtney Coleman. I want to invite you to listen to my podcast, The Impact Zone, where I equip and inspire women who want to make an intentional, positive impact from the inside out. You will also find more information about me and how you can contact me for a clarity call or other services from my website, KourtneyColeman.com. Until next time, stay true to the real you.